Jurassic World Dominion took a big bite out of this weekend's box office. So where will the franchise go next?
Yeah, Entertainment Tonight's Kevin Frazier joins us now with the story. Good morning, Kev.
Good morning, Kristen and Ellen. You know, Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard told me that Dominion will be the end of their trilogy, but you know what? After opening at over $143 million in the U.S. alone, well, it's clear audiences have an appetite for more dinosaurs.
See? Not so bad.
How does this feel? Because allegedly this is the end for this group.
You know, it feels really good. Ultimately, it's made all the better by the fact that the storylines are so surprising and fulfilling, and so it feels fantastic.
So if Chris really is saying goodbye, could Laura Dern and the rest of the returning Jurassic Park cast keep the franchise going? Is this the end of the line for your character?
No one could have told me I was ever going to play Dr. Ellie Sattler again when we made this movie in '93. So I ain't saying anything
That's
now.
true, right? You never know.
Everybody hold on to somebody.
Dominion's DeWanda Wise told us her idea for a Jurassic future.
What if this was the last one for Chris and Bryce, and then this became your franchise?
We have a never-ending group chat, so I like to believe that Chris will still be in my life. I know he will. And Bryce is directing it, so.
She's directing the next one.
Decided.
Oh.
I mean,
You've decided. Oh, okay.
We just keep saying it because words are powerful.
Hey, and make sure you tune into ET tonight for big revelations from Jennifer Lopez's new documentary. For Entertainment Tonight, I'm Kevin Frazier.
I feel like it won't be the end. They're going to milk it as much as they can.
Yes.
You can see more from Kevin, Nichelle, and the Entertainment Tonight crew at 7:30 right here on WUSA 9.
I've been thinking that the whole time. I mean, look at how we talked about Star Wars last week.
Right.
That they go back and do a prequel. There'll be some
There's
way
always
that
going to
this
be
comes back
something.
around.
Yep.
All right, now we got to talk about three-time Grammy award-winning artist Lizzo. She has recorded a new version of her latest song, Girls. It was brought to the singer's attention via social media that some of her lyrics in the song were derogatory toward people with disabilities. She uses the word spaz, and that word, the origins, are actually a slur against people who have cerebral palsy, which is literally classified as spastic diplegia. The song was released on Friday as part of her album Special. Now, Lizzo then posted to Instagram saying she never wanted to promote derogatory language and that it was unintentional. I love this, Kristen, where she takes something like the feedback, she doesn't take it personally, she goes in and changes it so that people feel that it is more inclusive.
Well, and I think with somebody like Lizzo, who's always been about body positivity and affirming others and just really putting that out there, I think knowing that she is like that, people took offense to it, but weren't just totally caught off, like push her away. And her reaction, as you said, is just perfect.
Right.
She learned, we learned, we all learn different things. It's called ableism. When you use a word that is derogatory towards somebody with a disability, and she used it, and she took ownership, and that's a good example of
a great example
to say sorry, and I'll fix it.
Right.
Way to
Don't
go,
let your
Lizzo.
ego get in the way.
Exactly.